What's up, y'all? Gotta make sure we're good to go. Y'all, we are good to go. Y'all know I'm here at the warehouse this week, and they got in some cute little signs and some really cute Easter stuff. But y'all, the other day we used this in a wreath kit, and I was like, oh, I really like this sign. This is super cute. But they do sell it on the website as a three-piece set, AP7112. This is at DecoExchange.com. Y'all, all of the supplies I'm using today actually came from DecoExchange.com. So I saw this, and then they had this really cute little chick ribbon. So I was like, I want to add that too. So this one is RGE1090JW. And then I just pulled some 5/8 inch ribbon, 47101-03-22. And this one I'm going to use in my bow. But then I pulled just regular burlap and some yellow mesh. Even though this sign does have pink, I think that's already a lot of pink on there, so I really don't want to deal with a lot of pink. Okay, so we are going to do the Jordan method. Y'all know that's 30-inch ruffles on the outer ring, 10-inch poofs on the inner ring, using my 21-inch mesh, and then 18-inch ruffles. Okay, so I kind of just rummaged through Damon's stash that he's got here. And all I'm doing, this is literally all I do. I just drop it down to the floor, kind of roll it a little bit, pinch it, and now we're gonna use this work wreath form. That's all I really use is work wreath forms. This is XX7504W4. We measure out 10 inches. Good morning, y'all. So we're measuring out 10 inches. I am using 21-inch mesh today because that's what I found over there on the pile. But you can use 10-inch mesh as well. Okay, kind of just pooping those out. So the 21-inch mesh is 10-inch lengths just on the inner ring. We only put the 21-inch mesh on the inner ring. We don't put it on the outer ring. We don't put it anywhere else. We just put it just on the inner ring. And remember, y'all, we are live here on YouTube Tuesday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you can always find us here Tuesday through Friday. Right, so this is the original Jordan method, which I used the 21-inch mesh. And then the 2.0 is just using the 10-inch mesh. So now we've put mesh all the way around the inner ring. Like I said, remember, that's all I put the mesh on is just the inner ring. The 21-inch mesh is just on the inner ring. Roll that up. Y'all, I still have probably enough for another project. So this is what we should have so far, just in the inner ring. I want to put that off to the side because I do want to measure out my ruffles for my outer ring. Now the ruffles on the outer ring are 30 inches. No, not 18 inches. Sorry about that. They are 30 inches. Okay. And I need 10 cuts of that mesh. Hopefully I have enough here. I think I do. So I just chose a solid colored background. I really just chose this burlap mesh just because it's a nice solid color to use. I think I will have enough, y'all. Good morning, y'all. That one's a little shorter, but that's okay. We're still gonna use that one. So those are our ruffles for our outer ring. Then I'm gonna bring in some of this burlap and white for the inner ring. And the inner ring ruffles are cut at 18 inches. Okay, so these are cut at 18 inches. Let's see if we can make it, y'all. We're barely gonna make it. We probably aren't gonna make it. Nope. So I'm not gonna use that. I did find another roll. So this one is RY8319. No. Yeah, 1954. Okay, so like I said, these are only for our inner ring, and these are 18 inches. Okay, so that's all I need. I'm just gonna put that there. Now I'm gonna bring back my mesh base that I started, and we're gonna do the 30-inch ruffles on the outer ring first, and then we'll do the inner ring ruffles. Okay. So once again, the 30-inch ruffles really just curl up on their own, and then I just really just bunch it up right down the middle. Open up one of my twist ties on the wreath frame. It should be available at DecoExchange, y'all. The mesh should be available at DecoExchange. Y'all know I am here for the week, and the warehouse is like really stocked full, y'all. So okay, so we're just adding in our ruffles all the way around. Y'all, I leave home Friday. I leave to go home on Friday. But you'll still get me Friday morning and the afternoon. My flight isn't until the evening, so. So just ruffling those ruffles up and then adding them to our outer ring. Like I said, the 30-inch ruffles go on the outer ring, which makes the base really nice and full. If you were to put that on the inner ring, it's going to be way too full. I feel it's way too full. So we're just going all the way around that outer ring. So on the outer ring, your wreath frame should have 10 ties. This one does have the 10 ties, so that's why I'm able to cut. I just cut the 10 ruffles of 10-inch mesh. Okay. So now we're gonna come in. We're gonna alternate our colors of mesh. So I chose this burlap and cream stripe, and then I have just a burlap and cream jute mesh. So even though we're covering up some of that yellow, you're still gonna be able to see it. It's gonna peek through, but we have the ribbon choices that I have yellows and burlaps in. So we're still not really totally getting rid of all the yellow. undoing the tie, setting that last one in, and our base is good to go, y'all. So that's what we have as our base. You can still see that yellow peeking through, but we're still gonna bring in some more yellow with our ribbons. Okay, so I'm gonna put that off to the side. Like I said, these are the ribbons I chose. Yo, let me get the 1.5 inch yellow. I totally forgot to grab that one. Okay. So our ribbon tails are going to be 13 inches. I am using my ribbon tail board from Hot Mesh Mom. And I need 9 of each color. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, sir, I remember. So Tuesday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, I am here on YouTube. And then 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday through Friday on the DecoExchange Facebook page. So there's that one. And the yellow. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yo, and to think I was kind of anti-ribbon tail board. Like I used to just measure out 26 inches, cut it in half. Of course, now I love my ribbon tail board. Now I want to do the solid colored yellow. I need 9 of these. So like I said, even though we covered some of a lot of that yellow up, we still brought in all that yellow in the ribbon tails. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so even if you don't have the same color wreath frame, you can use whatever color you want. And if you wanted to, you could probably cut after you're done adding everything, and if you wanted to cut off that silver or whatever color it may be, you can. Now I just use the burlap colored ones. That's my go-to one because I always use burlap mesh, but I think any wreath frame will work. dovetailing our ribbons. So I'm gonna group these up by how I want them. So I want the two solid colors, the solid yellow and the solid burlap together, because that chick ribbon is like a burlap colored ribbon, so I wanted the solid yellow on that, in that grouping. So now we're going to group all of these together the way I want to put them in the wreath. And then we'll start adding our ribbon tails to our wreath. Okay, so that's how we have them. Now I'm going to leave the stack sitting here. Bring back our wreath frame. And now we're going to start adding our ribbons in. So I always untwist all of my wreath ties as I'm adding my ribbon in. I untwist it, set my ribbon bundle in there, my ribbon tails in there, twist it twice. Which secures that ribbon tail in there. And we're just going to go all the way around the wreath. Okay. Just going all the way around the wreath. Then we'll add our sign. And I think we'll be done, y'all. So nothing super crazy or extravagant, just a really simple deco mesh wreath with a sign. Okay, so we've done our inner ring. And now we're moving on to our outer ring. And we're just doing the same thing that we did on the inner ring on the outer ring. Finding our ribbon, setting it in that twist tie. Oops. I was trying to run away from me. You know, I love these colors together. The burlaps in yellow. That's why I love using the burlap um, kind of as a base, if that's all I have, because I'm able to bring in all of those colors and it really makes all those colors pop. Because it's a nice neutral base. There's really not a lot of fancy coloring in the mesh or anything, but that way I use that burlap mesh and it allows me to bring in the bright yellows and pinks and purples and oranges, whatever color I need to do, but it's gonna make the color stand out versus seeing just all the brown on it. Okay, so y'all, that's what our wreath base looks like. No, we probably forgot to put the mounting squares on this. We're gonna do that now. I do need 4 mounting squares because I'm gonna put this right in the center of that wreath. Normally I would put it onto the side of it, but I want to put it on the center of that wreath. So just gluing that mounting square down. And this sign comes with it's in a set, and it's got a lamb and a bunny with it. So if you're just looking just for the chick sign, I believe this is only sold as the set of 3. So the set is AP 7112. Okay. So I am going to put that off to the side, and now let's just make a really quick bow, a quick half bow. I am going to use some of this 7/8 inch ribbon. I mean, no, 5/8 inch ribbon. This is not 7/8 inch ribbon. I'm going to pinch it, make a tail, a loop, and I want to add 2 loops to this, and then the rest of it's going to be a half bow. Okay. Bringing in our solid yellow. Pinch, make a loop, pinch and twist. That's what we should have. So for that 5/8 inch ribbon is really good ribbon, and it's really got a really nice wire on it. Um, it's really great for the center loops of bows. It's also really good for gift packages though. Really good for gift packages. I think I used some for Valentine's Day, and all I did was just wrap it around. Okay, so using a zip tie to put all of those together. Pipe cleaner. So this is exactly what your bow should look like. Just a really simple half bow, but by the time we put it in there, it's gonna make it look like it's a big bow, and really it's not. That's what I love about the half bow. It's like the minute you add it into a wreath, it really fluffs it out, and it makes it look like it's a big huge bow. Okay. Oops. Wire cutters. Yeah, I am definitely not used to being in my work area at home. And you would think as many times as I've come to this warehouse, I would feel right at home. Sometimes I'm like, wait, where are my wire cutters? Okay, so bringing back our base, and I do need 4 pipe cleaners because we put 4 mounting squares on there. So I'm just gonna run those pipe cleaners through those mounting squares. Twist that around. Like I said, I do need 4 pipe cleaners because there are 4 mounting squares. You could do with 2, but since I'm adding this right to the middle, I want to make sure that it's really nice and secure in there. Okay, so we're going to start off with our bottom first. I'm going to tie those in. And I like to run those pipe cleaners through that mesh just a little bit. And then we're going to add it to our frame. Tie that to our frame. So I always make sure that when I'm tying my signs or whatever it may be, that I'm not just depending on those wreath ties. I always use cable mount squares, or if it's a metal hole that I have to punch, I use my metal hole punch. That way I'm able to attach it using wire or pipe cleaners. But I always also try to make sure and wrap that around that wreath frame. I'm not just dependent on the tinsel ties that are already on the wreath frame. I'm not dependent on that. So I want to make sure that it's secure to that wreath frame. So even though that sign has pink on it and I added no pink to it, y'all, it still looks really cute. I used the main colors, which was the yellow on him. Of course, he's all decked out in yellow. But you could, on that sign, you could either add pink, you could add some turquoise, some. There is some orange in his beak and his little feet, and there's also some little orange flowers in there. So really, you could add about any color to that wreath if you were gonna use this sign. Okay, so just making sure that that's nice and secure. Yeah, so the Jordan method, I mean, I use that about on every single mesh wreath that I do. So of course the possibilities are kind of endless because you can always switch out colors, themes, whatever it may be. So possibilities are really, really endless with this. Okay, so now I'm going to add my my bow right here to the right hand corner of that sign, running that around the wreath frame. Trying to make sure I get that. There we go. So once again, I always make sure that when I'm attaching my bow as well, that it goes around that wreath and that it's not just wrapped around those pipe cleaners or tinsel ties, whatever it may be, or garland ties. I always try and make sure that it's wrapped around my um, wreath frame. Now I'm going to start dovetailing. I don't dovetail the 5/8 inch ribbon because it's a really small ribbon, so I see no sense in dovetailing it. Oops. So making sure that that looks okay. We're not really covering our chick. Y'all, that's our wreath. No greenery, no filler. If you wanted to, you could definitely add in some bits and pieces. So you could add some into each tie. You could add in one coming to the front, on the bottom, or the top. Um, you could even use in some 60919. But y'all, I really don't want to take away from that sign because that sign is already really cute. So all I wanted to do was just make a bow for this wreath. Okay, so y'all, that's our wreath. So we started off with that work wreath frame. Then we put, we used 21-inch mesh as our poofs on the inner ring, and those were measured at 10 inches. And then we did that, then we cut our ruffles. Our outer ring ruffles are 30 inches, and our inner ring ruffles are 18 inches. We put the 30-inch ruffles in, then we brought in our 18-inch, then we cut all of our ribbon tails. My ribbon tails are at 13 inches. That's my go-to length for ribbon tails. 14 inches to me is just too long, and 12 inches is just too short. But that's just me. If it works perfectly for you, then that's even better. Then we attached our sign, and then we made our bow and put it in, and y'all, that's it. Look how cute that is. I love that little Easter chick sign. It's super cute. Okay, so y'all, once again, we are live here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday through Friday, unless something happens. I always like to say unless something happens, but we are here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we also are on Facebook at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday through Friday. So on both platforms, you can find us there. But y'all, that's all I have, and I will see y'all